Hey everybody, it is Nathan and Blake with another episode of Service Dog Tales. How are you, Blake? Doggy. So recently, Blake and I had a little interaction in public that led me to think that I should make a video discussing what the color of a service dog vest actually means. The short answer is not much, which is good for me, because I'm colorblind. So we're going to discuss the interaction, and then kind of discuss what the takeaway should be. So Jess, Blake, and I are downtown, and one of Jess's favorite things to do when we're downtown is to go to antique stores, and of course one of my favorite things to do when we're downtown is to leave. So we're in an antique store, looking at old things that barely work, but because they're old, they're really expensive. Which never really made sense to me.
Antique stores are great, okay? Some of that furniture is going to outlive both of us. When's the last time you went to Walmart and bought a table that's going to last 75 years?
Yeah, she heard that. So we're in an antique store, and this woman across the room starts eyeing Blake, as many of these stories often start. So she comes up to me and she's like, "What kind of dog is that?" I'm never sure what to answer when people ask me that question because I don't know if they're asking me about the breed or the occupation. This time I went with breed, so I was just like, "She's a yellow lab, but she's a service dog." Damn it, guessed wrong. Yes. It's just, I've never seen a service dog with a green vest before. Most of them I've seen have been blue. At this point, I wasn't sure if she was accusing me of having a fake service dog. Wasn't really sure how to respond, but I just kind of was like, well, the place that I got her from uses a green vest for service dogs. And then she kind of looked at me suspiciously and then walked away. At least I think she looked at me suspiciously. I'm not sure. I'm autistic. Now, I could be wildly speculating about the intentions of this woman, and I kind of hope that I am, but there's still an important point to bring up in this. The color of a service dog's vest does not necessarily indicate whether or not they're a fake service dog. The place I got Blake and Sylvia from use a purple vest to indicate dogs in training, an orange vest to indicate hearing dogs, and a green vest to indicate other service dogs. Or if you're colorblind like me, a blue vest to indicate if the dog is in training, a brown vest to indicate if they're a hearing dog, and another brown vest to indicate if they're another service dog. But that's not standard everywhere. Different agencies have different color vests for different service dogs. So this goes back to points that I've made in previous videos about fake service dogs, and that is that when it comes to calling out someone that you think has a fake service dog, be really careful, and if you're not sure, then don't do it. Because I have an invisible disability, it's easy for people to look at me and be like, wait, what, a service dog? Why does that guy need a service dog? It goes back to the age-old question. If a person has a disability and no one can see it, do they still need accommodation? Yes. Just because you can't see it does not mean it's not there. Like climate change. Being an advocate for the disabled community is a great thing. It is much appreciated and it is extremely admirable. But just make sure that you're informed enough about the issues to ensure that you don't do more harm than good. Well, that's today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this episode, give it a like, a share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other stuff, and we will see you next week.